I enjoy these sort of mostly down issues. Like there's some action here. Obviously, they're fighting the alien Magus. I hate that name, by the way. I just want to say Magneto or Magnus or something like that. But don't make it so close. Come up with another name. But whatever, it's fine. I think that this issue kind of really showcases like Colossus's like super Russian costume in my opinion, like where his costume has kind of like that the line across it and down the side. You can see that obviously on the first page, the splash page, very clearly. Not my favorite version of his costume, but I do like that they switch it up a little bit and give him something a little bit different. Just kind of little interesting side note there. I like that you're seeing like Nightcrawler be a little bit more of like trying to be a team leader and things like that, and knowing and reading ahead and his sort of role on Excalibur when we get there, and what the future leads for him. It's good to see him stepping into that role. With Storm exiting and really having no clear leader on the team right now. It's also good to see Rogue interacting with the different characters here and developing some relationships, even if it is not always on the best path, so to speak. I like the little glimpses into the future that we're getting here with Rachel Summers and Kitty. I especially enjoy that because I didn't always read. It didn't always like follow Rachel's story, like so I kind of knew her from later on, but like never really fleshed out her origin. And even though I didn't own this epic since 2015. I bought this used, right? So, so I hadn't read this cover to cover, and her origin is sort of like spaced out in like pages here and there, right? So I had to go back and look at one of the New Mutants issues. I think we talked about this before, and she's only there for like a page or two, and then you see her kind of jump over into the X-Men, and I think it's the same issue that she interacts with Selene. So there's all this like breadcrumb dropping that like you don't necessarily see it all together. If there was like a Rachel Summer epic collection, you'd string all those together and there'd be a lot of be like the beginning of West Coast Avengers where it's like all those like pages of Hawkeye and Mockingbird across various issues where you just get a couple scenes. So it's good to fill in those gaps as we're reading through this, but it's hard to keep up at the same time because you have to jump around to a bunch of different spots. Magus is like kind of interesting villain. It's good that he's like overpowered for them. I like that he kind of has this like weird dynamic at the end of like I like these guys. I'm gonna have to kill my son anyway though. It's weird. It's kind of alien. I'm interested in what the connection to what I know of much later of the Phalanx is, right? This is all looks very much like the Phalanx, and we probably won't get that connection for another 120 issues or something like that until they really are revealed and kind of connect back to that stuff. Maybe a little bit sooner, but for me, like the interesting part about Warlock and Magus is where I know they're going to take it. Like I'm not super interested in these characters other than like the sort of the orange origins of a villain that I think is kind of cool later on.